September 18 saw the start of the UEFA Nations League. Scotland won a League C, started out with a 2-0 win at home to Albania, an own goal in Stephen Naismith, then it had a 2-1 defeat away to Israel and Charlie Mulgrew getting that goal, and then a 3-1 friendly defeat at home to Portugal, Stephen Naismith getting a goal. November 18 though saw a 4-0 win over Albania, Ryan Fraser, Stephen Fletcher and James Forrest getting 2 over in Albania. A 3-2 win at home to Israel rounded it out with James Forrest hat-trick, which meant Scotland won the group, got promotion to League B and got a backup playoff for Euro 2020 should they fail in Euro 2020 qualifying. That started in March 19 with a 3-0 defeat away to Kazakhstan. There was a 2-0 home win over San Marino, Kenny McLean and Johnny Russell getting those goals, but it wasn't enough to save McLeish from the sack. Steve Clarke came in for a 2-1 win at home to Cyprus, Andy Roberts and Oliver Burke getting the goals, but that was followed by a 3-0 defeat away to Belgium. September 2019 saw a 2-1 defeat at home to Russia, John McGinn getting the goal there, and a 4-0 defeat at home to Belgium. October 2019 saw a 4-0 defeat in Moscow, finally got back up and running with a 6-0 win at home to San Marino, John McGinn hat-trick, Lawrence Shankland, Stuart Finlay, Stuart Armstrong with the goals, and then we went into a new Adidas home kit, this one with the red trim and the sleeves. November 2019, starting with a 2-1 win against Cyprus, John McGinn and Ryan Christie with the goals, and a 3-1 home win over Kazakhstan, 2 goals from McGinn and 1 from Stephen Naismith. So we finished third in that campaign with 15 points behind Belgium with a maximum of 30 and Russia had 24. We still had the playoff though, which was supposed to be March 2020, but COVID hit, so it was delayed until October in the middle of the Nations League B campaign. September 20 saw the start of that with a 1-1 draw against Israel, Ryan Christie with a Scotland goal. There was then a 2-1 win away to the Czech Republic, Lyndon Dykes and Ryan Christie getting the goals. October 20 saw the playoff semi-final, which was 120 minutes goalless against Israel at Hampden. But John McGinn, Cal McGregor, Scott McTominay, Lawrence Shankland and Kenny McLean all scored their penalties in the shootout. Zahavi missed his, and that meant Scotland won 5-3 on penalties. They then beat Slovakia 1-0 thanks to the Lyndon Dykes goal, and Czech Republic 1-0 thanks to the Brian Fraser goal in the Nations League. Then we continued into November 2020 with a 1-1 draw in Belgrade. Ryan Christie had given Scotland the lead, but a late equaliser in that game meant it went all the way through to penalties once more. Lee Griffiths, Cal McGregor, Scott McTominay, Ollie McBurney and Kenny McLean all scored theirs. Alexander Mitrovic took Serbia's last penalty, which was saved by David Marshall and sent us to their first championships for 23 years. There was then a 1-0 defeat in Slovakia and a 1-0 defeat in Israel to round out the Nations League B campaign, finishing second with 10 points behind the Czech Republic, who finished on 12. There was a June 21 friendlies, a 2-2 draw against the Netherlands with Jack Hendry and Kevin Nisbet getting their goals. That was played in Portugal. And there was a 1-0 win over Luxembourg with Shea Adams getting the only goal in that game. So, Euro 2020 started on the 14th of June with a 2-0 defeat to the Czech Republic at Hampden. On the 18th of June, we went down to England and drew 0-0 at Wembley. And then on the 22nd of June, it was a 3-1 defeat to Croatia. Cal McGregor getting the goal, which was an equaliser. But that meant Scotland finished bottom of the group with just a single point.